This video serves as a brief introduction to the new Rush stat feature built into Holdem Manager. Because of the nature of the new full tilt Rush poker tables, we couldn't use the traditional HUD approach, and instead what we've done is designed a tool where you can inject your database stats on players directly into the full tilt notes feature. So let's get started demonstrating this new feature to import stats to your Rush poker tables. You'll find it under the HUD options menu and then Rush FTP Notes Export. Most of this screen is pretty self-explanatory. What I want to focus on is the Select Note File option. You'll see that right now there's a file name there from the note file I previously imported. The first time you do this, that obviously won't be there. So click to select Note File. Select the player name whose notes you want to import. Click Go. And depending on the size of your database, this could take from a couple of minutes to a few seconds. Here it took a few seconds and it imported 3,890 players. Notice that I'm just now starting the Full Tilt client. This is because before each session it's necessary that you export your database into the Full Tilt notes. You'll notice that the stats won't be updating during the session. They only update when you've re-exported your database into the Full Tilt notes. So we're going to select a Rush table here, the Lightning table. You'll notice that all the players now that we have stats on will be indicated by the colored Notes tab. By simply mousing over the note, the stats that we've injected into the notes will appear. As soon as a new table is loaded, it's instantaneous that the notes are updated with the stats for those players. As we start to shut down the table here, I want to make mention of the fact that if you're playing traditional non-Rush tables, your HUD will work as it normally does. This new feature only applies to the Rush tables. I'm electing now to go ahead and before I shut down my session to auto import the hands we just played, and so that I can demonstrate the feature to you one more time, then we're going to update the notes with the most current database stats that we have using the new Rush FTP Notes Export feature. In closing, I'd like to mention 2 or 3 features that will be coming out in a soon-to-be released update. First of all, we'll be integrating in some way the auto rate functionality into the note color that actually appears on the players that you have notes. Lastly, we'll be adding the capability for you to view your existing player notes and the stats at the same time. In the current release, we've created a backup of your existing notes, and you can manually restore that backup. That concludes this demonstration. I thank you for taking a few minutes to allow us to show you the new Rush Stat functionality built into Holdem Manager. If you have any more questions, I'd refer you to the facts section of our website, which will be updating with this information and more about the new stats, and we look forward to sending you future updates.